What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I got my two best buds here. We got the Colberry and we got Jerome Page. And we're going to be discussing some videos that we found on the internet that we find really interesting, but don't have enough backstory for me to do a full story on. So we're sitting down today and we're going to discuss some Bigfoot footage.
Because I love Bigfoot. I'm obsessed.
This guy loves Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's get into it. This is the Boys and Bigfoot.
Cranky.
So today we got two videos that we're going to be discussing. The first one is from northern Alberta, Canada, which is close to us. And actually, both of the videos are from Canada and close to where we're situated. Which is kind of interesting.
Go us.
We are Canadian, by the way.
Hey. Yeah. And yeah, so this video is from northern Alberta, and they're on a construction site. It looks like they're on an oil field, and they notice some ruckus in the tree line.
Ruckness.
And Buddy gets his camera out and he films this. Should we just watch it?
Yeah, let's watch it.
Let's watch it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So honestly, I don't like. That's what you see.
Yeah.
Like I don't. In the original video, I don't see anything.
Yeah.
You know, and then this thing just pops up, and then
What do you think
I
about
like how these people are talking, and then just all of a sudden it's like they're holding their camera. They're like, oh shit, or oh poop, we gotta film this thing.
Yeah, but
and it just seems it seems normal. It doesn't seem premeditated. They're just they actually did see something. That's what makes it cool for me.
Well, yeah, if you're going to fake something, wouldn't you fake it and have a clear image of it that a cell phone could film?
I don't know. I've never faked anything before, so I'm sure I've faked a lot of things, but I haven't faked.
And right now we're getting this from the YouTuber ThinkerThunker.
Shout out to ThinkerThunker.
Go check his page out, give this video a like, and subscribe to his channel. He does have a lot of interesting things.
Because the nice thing about this ThinkerThunker is he's really good at analyzing and breaking things down that's seen seeing it on video and really giving you a good idea of the dimensions of something like that.
But still take these things into your own perspective and make your own judgments, and that's what we're doing right now. But what he's doing, and he's taking these dimensions and he's putting them into a log weight calculator. Who would have known that was even a thing?
I did.
Yeah, really.
Right? There's an online weight log weight calculator
of the tree.
Yeah, let's just say
it's an
aspen red.
And to be honest, he's being very conservative with the numbers.
That's neat.
He said it was 4 inches at the top of the skinny part and 6 inches at the bigger base.
Could have even been a root ball on there too.
With the online log calculator, that roughly comes out to about 50 pounds.
Why are we watching dudes?
We don't need to watch.
We're just watching dudes just get jacked. What's going on here?
Because that's a 50-pound weight, and it's watching these guys that compete in the Highland Games, how far they can throw a 50-pound weight. And I know, I'm picking up dumbbells all the time, and I know a 50-pound dumbbell, I wouldn't be able to throw it. How far did they say he threw it? Did you calculate it?
Yeah, it's about 40 feet.
40 feet, yeah. I wouldn't be able to throw it across this room, a 50-pound dumbbell. So that's strength. That's an unreal display of force.
40 feet.
Yes, you can.
Can I?
Yes.
Okay.
40 feet is a long ways. 50 pounds doesn't necessarily sound like that much.
But try throwing.
But try throwing 50 pounds 40 feet.
Gripping a log, and you're just
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, take in perspective the Highland Games when they do the log toss, the caber toss, or whatever it's actually called, where they straddle the log like this, and they toss it, and they throw their whole body weight into it.
Yeah. This guy's just
yeah, and
you just see an arm go like this.
But the best they can do, and they train for this, and they can.
Oh, you looked this up already.
They could barely get the log to turn over.
Yeah.
To flip over.
Now
this guy is he's literally one-arming throwing this 50-pound 12-foot log 40 feet, and it looks like he's just side-arming this thing.
Yeah. He throws it it's
Like, it ain't no thing.
like a shot put.
Yeah.
Almost.
As you can
He's just
see,
like, yep.
speaking of that, like
Like
I
Tim
remember,
Tebow. Was Tim Tebow that was the sidearm?
No, it was Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner.
Tim Tebow's like
yeah, but
modern.
Tim Tebow was like,
Yeah, he had a weird throw.
Well, who cares? He's a tight end now, anyways.
Maybe it's Tim Tebow in a
he's a
costume.
baseball player.
Anyways, speaking of how it's thrown, I remember a couple years ago showing a guy I worked with this video. I'm like, "What do you think of this?" He was like, "Oh, well, I don't even think if you were to throw like a log, it would throw like that." And I was like, "Well, you're a nerd, and you've obviously never thrown something in your life because you would know, like, you would have backspin on it. Like, if you can grip a log and you threw it like that and it rifled in the air like that, then you obviously put backspin on it. So yes, I think absolutely it would spin like that, and it would rifle through the air like that, like spin.
I agree. So
Right?
what Tron is saying that he thinks that this alleged Bigfoot threw the log kind of
discus,
kind of like this, and it kind of looks to me like he threw it
shot put.
like that, but this makes more sense to me. I think Tron might be right.
Yeah, with the backspin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and something else though that's interesting is what we've learned from some of the comments on this video is that some people say it's a PVC pipe.
Yeah.
It just seems, I don't know, highly unlikely.
Even though,
I don't
like,
even
that
think-
would still be hard to throw.
A 12-foot PVC pipe would probably
40
weigh
feet?
would probably
It'd be
weigh
really hard to throw that far.
Yeah. So
it would
the
weigh
one thing
50
with the
pounds,
PVC,
but it would weigh kind of.
With one arm just being like, anything that you're throwing with one arm like that, or like this, like, it's gonna be hard to throw it 40 feet.
oh, but
But can't you see in the video that it goes from the tree or the object goes from fat to skinny, right? Can't you see that?
like it tapers off.
It tapers, yeah.
it
The
does.
PVC pipes don't
True.
do that.
No.
They're one dimensional.
It is
way.
true. And also, when you watch the tree hit the ground after being thrown, you can see that it doesn't bend at all. You can tell that when it hits the ground, it's a hard object. It's not.
Oh yeah.
See?
Whoa,
It looks.
cool, man.
It almost looks like it even branches off at the top.
That's gnarly, dude.
Yeah. Like
I
that.
don't think I got that far in this video.
Yeah, like when it
That's
lands.
nuts. I don't think that's an aspen. That looks more like a birch tree.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a birch. It looks kind of white. I don't know. In my opinion, I mean, that's an impressive display of force if that is a log.
Sure is.
No human could do that.
Maybe you could.
Yeah, no.
But...
I'd be winning the Highland Games if I could do that.
I think it's interesting to have Tron here because Tron has legitimately been training his whole life, and he's pretty in shape. He's pretty in shape. And how far do you think you could throw a 50-pound weight?
Yeah, like not even across this room. Like to put it in perspective, like where the camera's looking at us, that's halfway of this room, like
Yeah.
from this wall to the camera.
I would guess
we're
you
like
could-
shot put balls. Or like, how much did
They're
those
like 8
do?
pounds.
And they're like 8 to 10 pounds.
pounds. And as kids, when we were in track and field school, we weren't even throwing 40 feet. We were kids. I have no
We were
idea
throwing them like fucking 2 feet.
10 feet, yeah. Give yourself some credit. But also, like, look how large that thing looks. Like I said, I mean, it's probably like 150, 200 yards away.
Looks
large.
He looks wide.
Yeah, like it doesn't look tall like what Sasquatches are, but he's like probably hunched over
Is
picking it
that
up.
you,
right?
drone?
No,
No.
that's not.
Okay.
I haven't been to Alberta and since the oil economy shut down.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's very interesting, is it not?
Yeah,
I like it. I like this video.
makes
I like
you,
this one too.
Makes you think.
I give it a
2 berries up.
2.
I said this in the Sierra Sounds video when I did that video that I've always been very skeptical when it came to Bigfoot stuff, but
Me too.
the Sierra Sounds was a definite game changer for me.
And missing 411 stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's what was
very
big for
interesting.
me.
Yeah. Well,
But
for me-
I also find this extremely interesting.
Yeah. But Patterson Gimlin too. Like we could do a whole show on the Patterson Gimlin footage.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
did it for me when I was very young and saw that. That did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I fell off of the Bigfoot for a while.
You got too much going on in your life.
Oh,
You got guitars and dogs and kayaking.
Girlfriend.
So what do you think? So what do you
I
think?
like it.
Do you
I give it 2 berries up.
2 berries up. So you believe that this is Sasquatch?
I've
Would you say, if you're a bet man, that this is
If I'm a betting man?
If you're a bet
You're
man.
gonna bet
If I was going to bet
your turtle shirt on if this is a Sasquatch.
my turtle shirt, well, I
Would
could
you
just
bet
get
your
another
turtle
one off
shirt?
Amazon, so. I would bet my turtle shirt that it is for reals.
Okay.
I like it. I like the commentary of the peoples and stuff.
ThinkerThunker shout out.
I like that.
Yeah, I think it's real because, well, you know, if it like bears can't grip something and throw, so let's
Sure can't.
rule that out right away. It's not a bear,
Mm-hmm.
and it's obviously he's probably displaying some type of frustration because they probably got an oil rig drilling 24/7, where his
Dude, I'm trying to sleep here.
Yeah.
where in his home, so he's probably being like an old man, like get off my lawn type of thing, throwing something. That's my hypothesis.
I like
That's my
it.
idea.
It's interesting because there are supposedly
What do
a
you think,
ton
there's
of
sandals?
Bigfoot sightings in northern Alberta and BC, but it's not like everyone just whips out their phone and is able to capture it. Because
I always wonder, like, am I gonna whip out my phone if I see something crazy? Am I
You're just
is that
gonna be
gonna be my
stunned.
first? Yeah, is that gonna be my first? You know, thought? Just be like, oh, I gotta take my. But
yeah,
I did think I saw UFOs, and I took my phone out while I was driving
really.
in the winter, like through the Coquihalla. So, like, I did it, and it definitely wasn't UFOs. I was pretty pissed.
You want to tell the audience what UFOs means?
UFOs?
Okay. And
Okay.
how about you?
What I think it's legit. Yeah, I think it's legit, and
That's 3 berries.
that's 3 berries, man. And I would consider myself probably the biggest, maybe the biggest skeptic out
in this room.
of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
When it comes to Bigfoot stuff, anyways, I just find that there is so much crap when it comes to Bigfoot.
Definitely.
hard
Which
to
sucks.
Yeah.
Which sucks because when there's certain stories that have merit to it, and then you start researching Bigfoot stuff, and then you find so much crap.
Yeah.
It's hard
That's the
to
problem
like.
with everything.
Yeah. But it's like.
It's
bad.
hard to give credence to the ones that seem legit.
Yeah. So
Like-
it really puts a stigma on the whole Bigfoot thing.
Oh yeah, you put I'm on like a bunch of Facebook groups, and some of the shit stuff that people put up is just like,
Oh yeah.
really,
Yeah.
this is worth an upload.
Yeah.
Like you can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Shout out to Alien Theorists Theorizing. Like, that Facebook group page is ridiculous sometimes. Like, it's the things that some people post, it's like, okay.
Okay.
Alright, bud.
Weird. Okay, boys. Should we
Okay,
move on to the
next
next one?
I still
Next
get
one,
okay.
okay.
$10 a month.
This one's wrapped up. Next one.
I'm gonna say this right meow. Problem with Bigfoot videos is that no one knows what Bigfoot looks like.
True.
And so every video that we look at is gonna maybe look fake. That's my thing. Everything looks, I don't know what the hell a Bigfoot looks like.
It's
I know what
true.
a bear looks like. That looks normal to me.
Yeah.
Do you
But
know-
you can also
so,
tell
like,
the difference between something that looks obviously like a Halloween costume.
And that
Yeah.
brings us to these.
Do you
And
know,
that brings us to this.
do you know what a bush hog looks like? No, this is a legit
Like a
question. Do you
warthog?
know what a bush hog looks like?
No.
Okay, well, if you saw a footage of a weird-looking pig, and someone was like, "That's a bush hog," would you believe it?
Well, if they said, like, well, I'd probably say, what the fuck's a bush hog?
Well, it's a subspecies of pig. But it's like a
Where is
legit
this
animal.
going?
I could have
It's
guessed
a legit.
that.
I'm just saying it's a legit animal. You probably can't describe what it
Well,
looks
there's
like.
like lots of different like types of pigs.
That's not the point.
Right.
I just
Hogs.
picked an animal that you probably wouldn't be able to describe what it looks like. But if someone showed you a video or a picture of it, would you be like, "Oh no, that looks"?
I figure it
fake."
has like the
No.
tusks.
No, actually, I don't think it does.
Really?
I saw it on Nature is
I
Metal.
thought they grew that as soon as they got out into the wild, like any pigs that are just turn into like feral pigs and they get all hard.
So, the next video, Tyrone.
I was just gonna say the topic of this next video is like widely debated in the Bigfoot community.
It is very much so. So this is another guy that's very close to us.
I wouldn't say close to us.
He's not close to us
geographically.
Geographically close to us.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
We
don't know.
This video is the video from Todd Standing. I'm sure you guys all probably have heard of his name if you are at all interested in
Bigfoot stuff. If anyone
Bigfoot
looks
stuff.
up Bigfoot stuff, you've probably seen some Todd Standing.
So Todd Standing is basically the older, crazier version of myself.
I don't know about that.
Same.
Yeah, there's that one picture, and I was like, "Who's that?"
He's the older, crazier version of myself.
Dude, that's Todd Standing. Like, oh, all right. Well, yeah, maybe.
So, anyways,
That is you,
Tron, give him the background of Todd Standing.
Okay, when I first came across Todd Standing stuff, like I was hooked.
Yeah.
And what we're about to watch, I was like, oh yeah. I was like, how can you fake that? How the hell can you fake that? I was hooked. And then I see like a lot of people are blatantly making fun of it, and I'm just kind of like, how does it look fake to you guys, but real to me?
Was this the first video you saw?
I think I spent about a whole day just binging stuff from him, and I saw it in the day. I don't know if it, but anyways, one of the videos that I saw, he was like in I think near Invermere or something like that on an expedition. Yeah. And he was recording himself. He was kind of trapped like on the sort of a slope. There's snow and stuff like that. And he said he had angered some Sasquatch, and they were throwing down like logs and rocks and stuff like that. And that was pretty epic. It was kind of scary because like those were some big rocks and some big logs. Yeah. And it's not someone like if you're conspiring with someone else and they're like, oh yeah, so you go up to the top of the slope and throw rocks down. These were huge rocks. Like they were heavy. So yeah, I don't know. That would be something hard to fake. Can be faked, but it'd be hard to fake.
Yeah.
For one. And secondly,
in the snow?
It was in the snow. So it was like in the southeastern portion of the Rockies, I'm pretty sure somewhere. But anyways, but then I got into more of it. I watched. Is it Discovering Bigfoot that he does?
Yeah,
right.
So Todd Standing made a documentary that's
5 minutes.
That's on Netflix. That's called Discovering Bigfoot. If you haven't watched it, I watched it last night. I rewatched it again last night, and I'm kind of on. I don't know. I find it a very interesting documentary, but I don't think it was necessarily the best done documentary. I wish it could have been done a little bit better.
No, it seemed like definitely very like amateur.
I just felt like I was watching too many people's step in.
There's a very like he played a lot of the scenes over and over again too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the whole breaking of the majority or the good portion of the documentary, he's talking about these trees, very similar to the one that was in the last clip.
Birch trees
that were broken off like probably 10, 12, 15 feet up. And they're saying that there's no natural way of this happening. If it was snow, like a snowfall that gathered on that tree and broke that tree, it would have broken further on at the base of that tree.
Still, like, have you seen like a lot of these like tree sculptures, or what do you call them, tree breaks and stuff like that, like in the middle of the woods where they're all broken in and falling down? Like, those are impressive. Like that didn't happen naturally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something made that. Something made those. I don't know if you guys have ever.
So it's interesting though. So he made this documentary, and it wasn't a bad documentary. It's definitely worth the watch. I'd recommend watching it. But also Todd Standing he got his claim to fame, not claim to fame, but he really
hit the media.
Hit the media when he tried to sue the British Columbia government, the provincial government.
That's why I love him. That's why I love him.
He tried to sue the provincial government
on the existence of them, because he felt that he had hard evidence that they existed, and he wanted the BC government to recognize them as an endangered species. which is I believe that's the gist of what that court case was about.
All I know is that I got like 5 minutes into that documentary, and when it showed like that night vision footage of the log being thrown at him or something, I was like, okay, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. This is terrible. This is terrible.
So you're a skeptic when it comes to Todd Standing.
Yeah,
You
but
wanna
I
know-
love how he like wants to sue the government.
wanna know
I
what-
think that's
before
so
we-
cool.
before we watch
It's
the video.
hilarious.
Trone.
You want to know where he
Started
lost
it, yeah.
me?
Where?
Where Todd Standing lost me as like a fan or follower is I don't know. This was probably when I was just like looking through all sorts of stuff like all day of his, and then he's telling the camera, he's like, oh yeah, so a lot of times what male Sasquatches like to do is like they like to just sneak up on you when you're sleeping, and they like to sit on your chest and look at you. And this one time I was just pretending I was sleeping, and this big male Sasquatch sat on my chest, and I remember hearing that, and I'm just being like, yeah, I bet.
No.
No.
No, they don't.
No.
No primate does that. No animal does it. No, like,
Why?
not why.
He
Are
says
you
that.
looking
Yeah,
for
that's
more?
where he lost
I
me.
see. I haven't seen him said that, but that is
That's so
outlandish.
random.
It's exactly.
That
it's
is outlandish.
and that's where you lost. That's where
All
you
the
lost
weird
me.
stories of like kind of like missing 411 stuff, or like people like hearing about crazy stuff going around like in their tents around them. I've never like once heard of like a fucking
Yeah. I'm gonna sit on your chest and look at you. And I was pretending I was sleeping at this one spot. I was friggin' with the
Okay,
peeps.
we probably should play this
we
video
should probably
before
play the video
before we started
for a
really
while.
getting into Todd Standing. But here we go. This is the probably the best. He does have a ton of other videos, and before we play this, I'm gonna say
We should we're not haters. Definitely not haters
on
of
Todd Standing. No,
I respect what the guy's doing.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So here we go. This is Todd Standing's
Things
video.
might be a little skeptical.
I also do find this extremely interesting.
Why are they
Regardless of the fact that I
Standing
do
there.
find him a bit out there, I find this video. This is the most interesting part for me. This eye wink.
Yeah.
This eye
That's
wink.
like robotics. Or
No,
something.
that's
if you're gonna
no,
like
let's rewind this.
if you're
that's
gonna
not-
pay someone to like make a mask and
Yeah.
like and get them to shut up about it and like have like these robotics in there, like you're gonna probably have to pay someone a lot of money to shut up.
And this guy,
About it,
I'm
right?
pretty sure this guy did not have a lot of money. Like I think
Yeah.
I even remember coming across someone who said he was like, oh yeah, I worked in a mill in Alberta with Todd Standing, and he used to was going on expeditions every weekend. So I'm like, dude, if this guy's like putting in a normal like 40 hours a week, like he's not rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have the money to be like buying animatronic
So what are
puppets.
you- what were you
that's
saying
a
about
lot
Barry?
of money.
Oh,
That's what's weird to me is that I don't like this video. I think it looks super fake, but at the same time, I don't know what Bigfoot looks like. No one does.
You think
So-
this looks fake?
Yeah. Yeah, but everything looks fake because we don't know what. No one knows what Bigfoot looks like, and so it's hard to tell if anything is real or not. Because I'm not just like what you said about a bush hog. You know what a bush hog is, but I could imagine that it looked like a hairy pig. I guess.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But like,
No one knows what Bigfoot looks like, but this is obviously not a bear. This is not a human. And this is
not a bear.
This is the thing about this footage, because there is no in between. This is either a Bigfoot or it's a hoax.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no in between, which is pretty interesting about this.
Might be paying someone a lot of money for some computer animation and animatronics
I know what a Bigfoot looks like.
and to shut up.
Patterson Gimlin footage.
Yes.
That's a real deal
I'd
right
say
there.
if
That's a real
if
deal.
Joe
something
believes
looks
that,
like a
yeah.
Bigfoot, that's what it's
Yep.
gonna be.
So do you think that
Big
this
boy,
is
too.
a resemblance, a close enough resemblance to the Patterson film?
I think it's been modeled after for sure. Yeah.
So you're suggesting that
I mean, you can't see.
that this is modeled?
No, like we kind of if this was sort of designed by him in hoax, he would have been like he's been going off what he's been seeing his whole life, the Patterson and Gimlin footage, right? Hair all over the face and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the other picture that it shows, I don't know if this is the same video, but there's that other video where it has like a totally different face.
Yeah. That one looks
is
extremely fake.
Yeah.
That one looks extremely
Okay,
fake.
this one. I think this looks interesting to me too. This doesn't look like a mask to me.
It does. Well, I don't,
You know what I mean? It does look odd.
it looks like
He even has like a Fu Manchu.
it looks like in Jumanji when the kid turns into a monkey. That's what it reminds me of. The
Yeah.
original Jumanji.
But even
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
e-
man.
but even so, like, do you think this is?
What do we think about the
you think
video?
this is? Do you think that is a mask? Because it does look a little bit odd.
Well,
But still, that doesn't really look like a Halloween mask to me.
think about
Bigfoot
this,
is so elusive, and why are they showing themselves to Todd Standing? Just standing there.
Well, the
You're having a standoff with him, I guess.
standoff was standing.
But it's not. Standoff with standing.
That is the one thing that's weird though, because
Homonym.
legitimately, like every time he goes out, Todd Standing supposedly sees a Bigfoot. Allegedly sees a Bigfoot every time he goes out.
Like I believe he's had encounters and experiences, but I do not believe that he's having as much as he claims.
Yeah.
So you are saying that you believe some of his stuff is
I
legit, but
believe
some
he's-
is not.
Partly credible.
And I agree with you.
What do we think about the video?
I don't believe that
That one.
those close-ups are real Sasquatch. I don't believe.
You don't think those are real?
No, I don't.
No?
No, I did when I first watched them, though. I did.
Hmm.
But you know
So
what? Let
was
me
it-
say this though. How are you going to make a documentary about Bigfoot and you have two completely different looking species
Yeah.
in the
Yes.
video?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
who are you trying to fool? You know what I mean?
That's what's
like
weird.
because we're
That's
talking
also
about the
weird.
one that looks like
The other one looks like an
the
orangutan.
Jumanji kid.
Yeah, yeah.
One looks like the Jumanji kid, and one looks like the Patty Gimlin.
Yeah.
Right? Explain that. It's the same documentary.
Female and male.
Mm.
You know, like, or just two different kinds of species.
Is the male hotter?
Like-
Or a
It's
kid.
Usually
Like-
males
like
are
maybe-
good looking more.
like gorillas and orangutans. But why would they be hanging out to each other? Because with each other, I mean, because I would
I give
suggest-
it one berry.
I believe they would differ throughout the world, like
Yeah.
on the globe. I believe
Yeah.
they would differ in what they look like, just like how humans do. But yeah, he's getting all his footage from Western Canada.
But maybe
So,
that's just the
yeah.
baby or the mama.
could be what a baby looks like. Maybe
It's interesting though.
it's what he
It
didn't.
is
He
interesting.
didn't even address it though. He didn't even say this one looks different
Yeah,
because
that's
it's a
annoying.
youth, or
That's
this
annoying.
one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The facial
Weird.
structure is like completely different. Like the other one is like his eyes are like kind of more.
It's like a
We're gonna
flatter
have to
face.
like find that video or something if we're gonna keep talking about it. But I give that video one berry out of 2.
One berry for me out of 2.
I'll give it one berry as well.
One berry.
So that gets 3 berries.
3 berries.
Just like
The
a
other
Smurf with
one's
3 berries
6
tall.
berries.
The last one, let's correct ourselves because I think we gave the last one 3 berries.
It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it should've got
actually 6 berries.
Yeah, because we each gave it 2.
Yeah.
And 2
2
times
thumbs up.
3 is 6.
Okay.
We learned
So
that
Todd
getting
Standing-
our GDW.
Todd Standing gets 3 berries.
Because he's partly credible. Because like I do
Yeah.
commend what he's doing. I do.
Mm.
He's getting out there and he's putting in the work.
And the log throw Bigfoot
I like that
gets
one.
6
I
berries.
like that one.
Yeah, because-
100%
Yeah.
That's cool.
from the boys.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. I like that
Yeah.
one.
So let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about both of these videos. Comment down below. Because I find them interesting. But
Take them with
we
a
don't
grain of
know.
salt.
And the thing is, nobody knows.
Yeah.
But we'd love to know what your guys' thoughts are. Thanks for watching the video. I mean, we'll get the boys together in the next couple weeks again. What are we going to talk about next time? Should we let them know?
UFOs.
Yeah, this guy's
I like
wheelhouse here.
UFOs. I like UFOs.
Yeah, I think we'll get the boys together next couple of weeks and we'll talk about.
Missing 411 or
We'll,
something.
we'll talk about some UFOs or something.
Those are all
Like and
interesting.
subscribe, hit that notification bell, and then uppercut the like button into space like Mr. Ball.
Thanks, guys.